Welcome back. You need to bear with these films, they are very interesting. Right, so chapter 2. A couple of years further on, been doing this tracking and working trial stuff with the dog training club for a bunch of years now. Very interesting. But then through watching TV and coming into contact with different books and things, I was influenced by other people as well. So started reading a lot of Brian Plummer books about lurchers and terriers and poaching and all of this stuff. And then you've got Jack Hargreaves on Out of Town on the telly, and then you've got like Phil Drabble comes on here and there about dogs and different things, and then he writes a book, I read his book, and yeah, so becoming influenced by other people and other types of working dogs. So gradually I started experimenting. So the first thing I did that was slightly different was I come across a book by Peter Moxon, Gun Dogs Training and Field Trials, and my golden retriever then went through a period of retraining to do a completely different kind of work. And still to this day, I would recommend anybody that's interested in training a gun dog. There's so many different books on the market, but the easiest to follow, and it's kind of laid out almost like a manual, was Peter Moxon's book, Gun Dogs, Field Trials and Training, I think it was called. Still got it now. So I followed this manual and retrained my golden retriever as a gun dog. Although I had nothing to do with shooting at all. Just you can train a gun dog using dummies and artificial things quite easily. But I got myself an air rifle, blagged an air rifle from somewhere, and used to get out and about with my dog and my air rifle, and I started doing a bit of pigeon shooting and different things with the air rifle. So it's like not pigeon shooting a shotgun style, it's a different kind of shooting altogether, but much more stalking. Anyway, so that was interesting. I sort of retrained him into a completely different field of work, and he was quite good, very steady and very responsive. There was aspects of that training in that manual that touched on discipline in a way that I personally wouldn't use now, but it did work. I wouldn't use that now because it was a bit too physical and associated directly back with you. Anybody that reads the book will probably, unless they've edited it out in other reprints, would probably know what I mean. Picking dogs up and giving them a damn good shake, don't think it's a particularly great way of disciplining a dog, but you know, kind of gets the message across that you're not best pleased. So that's a different area of work, and that was interesting. But then the one that really intrigued me for a period of time, and I quite sort of got involved with this dream of poaching and lurchers and this poachers and all that kind of stuff, and was the Brian Plummer books, and those books were good books, very interesting reads. So they weren't manuals, they were like interesting reads in their own rights about a different world that I knew nothing about, and that interested me enough to start applying a bit of pressure with the old parents again, and I've finally got them to get me another dog. So I've got 2 dogs now. I've got a Lurcher, only this Lurcher, because I didn't know too much about Lurchers at that time, this Lurcher was much more of a coursing type dog. So she was deerhound, greyhound, Saluki, quite a fast, rangy dog. But I still trained her. I trained her with the training that I knew, and it worked and it sunk in, and I kind of found that having a lurcher or a long dog that listened was quite useful, because they can be a little bit one track mind. If it moves, chase it, kill it. This one was actually trained as well, and it brought me gradually over a period of time into contact with some couple of young lads of very similar age to me, that were gypsies. They were on the side of the road. We had a common interest, the lurchers and running dogs, and I've become like really friendly with them over the next few years or so. So I think I'm getting my timelines a little bit wrong here. So this period with the contact with them was probably when I was about 15, when I first had contact with them. But I used to come back and camp in the same area for almost every year, and it was on one of my like regular little hunting grounds. So we got to know each other and become very friendly. I've had great times with them. That is a whole other story, and might be coming on in chapter 3.